Listening Library presents Tales from the Haunted Mansion, Volumes 3 and 4, Grinning Ghosts, and Memento Mori, transcribed by John Esposito, as told by Mansion librarian Amicus Arcane, read for you by Malcolm Hillgartner.
Third time's the harm. I've been waiting for you, foolish listener. Call it a hunch, a premonition, a feeling in my guts. Oh yes, something in my glowing gray matter told me you'd be back. What is it they say? Third time's the charm? Or is it third time's the harm? No matter. What's of utmost importance is that you've returned, momentarily safe and snug in your listener's space, for more troubling tales of mystery, madness, and the macabre. 3 of life's and death's darkest delicacies. And it is the number 3 with which we concern ourselves today, for this is Volume 3. And 3 also happens to be the most powerful number in the rarefied realms of magic and the occult sciences. It is no mere coincidence that a witch's spell is invoked in repetitions of 3. Shall we try one? Very well. In a solemn voice, repeat after me. I shall listen to this book. I shall listen to this book. I shall listen to this book. There now, it seems to be working. What else comes in 3s? Let's see. There are 3 wishes, 3 blind mice, 3 musketeers. Then there are the 3 parts of our day, morning, noon, and night. The 3 phases of our lives, beginning, middle, and end. Ah, the end. Now we're getting somewhere. Those pitiable final moments. I refer, of course, to life's constant companion, death, a subject most near and dear to my non-beating heart. Death comes in 3s, and 4s, and 5s, and so-ons. Death comes for everyone. Sometimes sooner rather than later. Oh dear, there I go raising my hopes again. Not to worry, foolish listener. You're quite safe. For now. We here at the mansion need your kind, the kind with a pulse, to share our tales with the living. So enter freely. Pass through our spiked gates. Hear the cry of the raven, and roam our cavernous corridors, where doors breathe and walls have eyes, where the things that haunt your dreams are real, and death is only the beginning. Enter, foolish listener. I knew you'd come. There's no turning back now. Chapter 1. X marks the rot. The mansion is an anomaly. By all appearances it was constructed with care, under the strictest of guidelines. It stands on a hill, whose name remains unspoken, where it has stood for over a century, protected by a wrought iron gate of uniform height. Only invited guests are permitted entry, and of those, only a privileged few are said to remain. It is often labeled by its mysterious attributes. The mansion has been called enchanted and possessed. Some believe its unhallowed halls are hosts to refugees from the world of the living. Whatever its true nature, the mansion continues to intrigue and inspire. The exterior is no more menacing than that of most homes of substantive girth. It is handsome to the naked eye, with boundless artistry and well-tended grounds. Maintenance crews, however, seem curiously scarce. Some see it as a southern antebellum, Others claim it was built in the style of a Dutch Gothic. Still others see a Victorian manor on a hill. A nearby cemetery features grave markers from a bygone era, some with amusing epitaphs, and granite angels and finely sculpted cherubs of varying sizes. The mansion is a favored destination for writers of questionable taste and talents, a place to pen the great American ghost story, or to live it, a harmless vocation by day. But beware the night, for when the sun goes down, the true nature of the mansion is revealed, a nature that has secured its sinister reputation. Strange music occupies its hallways. Voices cry out from hidden chambers. The air is always chilled. The moon is always full. This is the mansion many call haunted. Its precise history remains a mystery, concealed by fiction, contradicted by fact, one of the few glorious enigmas remaining in a world obsessed with origin stories. There are some who claim it began as the residence of a certain Lord Gracie, heir to the Gracie fortune, who died under unusual circumstances. His body was discovered hanging under a skylight in the main foyer. Others cling to the tale of a merciless sea captain whose treasures remain hidden within the mansion's walls, along with the body of his late wife. Still others suggest the mansion was designed by a mad genius for the sole purpose of transforming it into a deadly amusement park, for its secret passages and ingenious contraptions are without peer. While its true origins remain elusive, some facts are beyond refute. For example, owing to its curious altitude, the mansion cannot be located by GPS, nor has it been featured on conventional maps. The famous parapsychologist Rand Brisbane spent 10 years trying to pinpoint its exact location. The mansion he had erroneously labeled Gracie Manor had become his obsession, the holy grail of haunted investigations, until finally, having wrangled an invitation by way of seance, Brisbane spent a single evening inside. He was discovered the next morning wandering nearby Route 13, speaking gibberish. Brisbane was confined to a padded room at Shepperton Sanitarium, where he later died. But before expiring, he had a map to the mansion tattooed on his leg from memory. Like many facets of the legendary mansion, the tattoo has since been dismissed as myth, an urban legend. However, one curious fact endures. The pathologist's official autopsy report for Rand Brisbane notes a patch of skin, approximately 6 inches by 12 inches, missing from the upper portion of his left thigh. Last week in the port of New Orleans Square, 3 shipping crates arrived by freighter. The ship's captain had been hired by proxy to secure land transportation to an undisclosed destination. He was provided with a map and paid handsomely to keep the details private. The captain had never seen a map like it. It was composed of human flesh. Chapter 2. The Raven's Inn. You wouldn't go there if you didn't have to. Not even if you'd been invited. Especially if you'd been invited. You'd be begging for trouble if you did. The tall, brutish man with bulging biceps and one good eye shoved open the saloon-style doors, practically tearing them off the hinges. You might forgive Declan Smythe for not knowing his own strength, except that after 5 years of pumping iron in the prison courtyard, he actually knew it. If he hit the doors just right, they'd go flying. And with a little luck, the bouncer would get in his face and fists would fly too. Declan Smythe loved a good fight, but not nearly as much as he loved a dirty one. The Raven's Inn, located on Pier 33 in New Orleans Square, was known for that sort of clientele, the sort that threw punches before giving compliments. Declan had been raised tough on the mean streets of Chicago. Before turning 10, he made his living as a street hustler. When he was 11, he did his first stint in juvenile hall for beating up the school principal. That was bad enough, but Declan Smythe Didn't even go to school.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?